Hi everyone, today I'm going to be talking about learning different languages or being able to speak the language, the pros and the cons. It helps with your brain power, so it can increase your cognitive abilities along with being able to problem solve, being able to be cultural with one another, so understanding what another person is saying or what they believe in and what they do for their cultures. So it can improve memory. So as you age, your brain isn't fully developed until you're 21. So if you start learning the language at a young age rather than an older age, the language, say Spanish, will stick with you throughout the age because your brain is continuously developing around the language. It could also help with problem solving. So say one person speaks one language and another person speaks another language. They have a difficulty communicating because of the communication barrier, but if one person also speaks that same language, then they could act as an interpreter and be able to help solve the issue at hand. It could also help with multitasking. So for instance, in high school, many students will take Spanish, French, Russian, some even German, and they are also multitasking with schoolwork, English language arts, and math and science. Along with that, it also improves your mental health overall because some languages can help you go to another place. So for instance, I would like to travel the world, mainly Asia and Spain, and I have to be able to speak that language to communicate with the locals. It helps with global economy as well because it leads up to better job opportunities in the future. So for instance, if you speak Spanish, you're more likely to work in a kitchen or in a restaurant because a lot of the people in this area speak Spanish or Portuguese. And it could also help with the broader variety, of people around the world because there's more than just one language, there's more than just English, there's thousands, and there's even dialects. It could help a deeper understanding of cultures. So for instance, Asia, they don't really shake hands. They bow as a show of respect, and they treat their elders with respect. And that's just the way that they were raised and the way that their culture has been for thousands of years. There's many cons as well. So for instance, time requirement and the time and effort. So in high school, you take that language for around 2 years. Some high schools can be more, but main colleges do only 2 years. That doesn't lead up to enough time to learn all of the language that you want to learn. And then as when a person is speaking that language from a young child, that language is forced upon them, not really forced, but brought up around them. They are speaking that on a daily basis, whether it's because of a parent or a different family member. It can be challenging balancing school and social activities and being social with the world. It can overrun everything, and then you feel a lot of pressure to succeed in one thing, but you also have to succeed in another. And then it could be pressure and expectations from family members. In some cases, in Asia, they're forced to learn English or forced to learn another language because most of them come to the States and enhance their career. And it's also just forced upon them from when they were young as kindergarten to past high school. They even do it in college, but many of the older generations don't speak the language because it wasn't around when they were there. And learning and knowing other languages has numerous advantages, but also has some disadvantages, and it could foster your brain development along with understanding of the cultures, but it could also have negative impacts of time management, social impact, and pressure.